Greta Eicher hopped out of bed and went to her window. She enjoyed watching the sun come up, and she couldn't think of any better way to start off this New Year's Day. Kneeling, she rested her forearms on the windowsill as she admired the view. It was beautiful, breathtaking. Those shifting shades of gold, orange, and purple were a wonderful testament to Goethe's creation, and the patterns they created on the snow this morning were particularly lovely. If only she could capture such beauty in her own quilt designs. The morning light bathed the milking barn where the inside lighting proclaimed that Dad and Amish were already at work. Skip, their dog, raced out of the barn, then back in, obviously full of energy. The fields beyond, blanketed with 4 or so inches of snow, looked pristine, as if providing a clean slate for the new day. With a happy sigh, she thought again about what a wonderful good year this would be. She'd waited long enough for Calvin Stoll to figure things out on his own, to see past their friendship to what was so obvious to her, that she and he would be good together. This was the year it would happen. She could feel it. Even if it meant she had to prod him a bit to help him see it. "Greta!" Martha's impatient call interrupted her pleasant thoughts. "I'm up," she replied, quickly scrambling to her feet. The exasperated tone in her older Schwesta's voice told her she'd been daydreaming at the window longer than she'd intended. She rubbed her arms against the chill, then glanced out the window once more. The shifting colors of dawn playing against the snowy fields suddenly sparked an idea for a new quilt pattern. She grabbed the sketchbook she kept close by for just that purpose and quickly drew a rough outline capturing the vision before it got away. Another, more insistent call from Martha forced her to set aside her pad. She dressed quickly, humming as she pinned her apron and cape in place. Then she put her hair up and donned her cap, securing it with a single hairpin. Nothing could destroy her good mood today, not even Martha's responsible to the point of asperity attitude. The familiar aroma of coffee and breakfast that hit her when she opened her door set her stomach rumbling. It seemed Martha and Hannah were already at work in the kitchen. She entered the kitchen just in time to see Hannah, her younger Schwester, pull a pan of sticky buns from the oven. Martha was frying eggs, with platters of cooked bacon and potatoes already resting on the counter beside her. As usual, they were getting in each other's way. How many times had she told them about ways to schedule their time at the stove so they could work more efficiently? But they never listened. Martha, who took her role as lady of the house much too seriously, was the first to notice her. "Ach, you finally decided to join us. I thought I'd have to go knock on your door." "Sorry, I got lost in the beautiful sunrise this morning and it inspired a new quilt pattern. What can I do to help?" The quicker they got everything ready, the sooner they could head to Uncle Simon's place. It was his and Auntie Ruth Ann's turn to host the Eicher family New Year's Day gathering. Hannah, who was arguably the best baker in Hope's Haven, gave her an understanding smile. "I could use some help with the sugar cookies. Just take the dough and form balls to place on the sheet pan." "Of course." "Be careful of the hampers," Martha warned as Greta moved to the counter. "I've already packed up most of the food we're taking to Uncle Simon's today." Greta looked at the array of hampers and rolled her eyes. She knew Martha and Hannah had cooked and baked all day yesterday. She'd contributed by doing the housework they hadn't had the time for. Still, this seemed excessive even for her too industrious Schwester. "You do know we're just guests and aren't expected to feed the whole army of Eichers on our own, don't you?" Martha wasn't amused. "It's impolite to show up without bringing a contribution for the meal." "But this is so much more than just a contribution." Martha shot her an exasperated look. "Really, Greta, must you comment on everything?" Greta snapped her mouth closed and went to work on the sugar cookie dough, focusing her thoughts on something more pleasant, like her idea for that new quilt pattern.